Fellas, it's been a long time. It's alright, we can start altcoin season now. What's up, guys? It's January. It's fucking January, boys. It's New Year's. Sorry for my language, but it's New Year's. Hope everyone had a fantastic time off. I'm ready to be back. Great time off, man. I did so many good things this last week. Christmas, family, surprise trips. Oh, man, I had such a good time, man. I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and New Year's and enjoyed your time off with the peeps, man. Hope you took the time off the charts. Not really much happened. We're at the same price for Bitcoin as when I left, I think, right? We're at, December 24th. I think it was the last stream that we did. We're at the same price. Altcoins, I think, were around the same price, too. So not much happened the last week. I hope you had the last week off. MJC came in right away with the 20 gifted memberships. MJC. Heart to you, man. Or girl. Whatever you are. I still think you're actually a girl. Anyways, Dominic said hit the likes. Let's freaking go, man. We're back. We're back. And we got a lot to talk about today, guys. A lot to talk about. Even though there's not much going on in the market, we got a lot to talk about today. Because I made a video 2 days ago, and we're going to go through that. Well, I think, personally, this is the time where altcoin season typically happens in the cycle, right? So if you believe in the cycles, this is typically when we start to see altcoins perform well heading into Q1 of the post-election year. We'll take a look at that today. And we'll also take a look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin's going to do. Everything in between. We'll wait for all the homies to get in here. Smash the likes if you guys are coming in right now. So happy to be back, man. I really am, dude. I feel refreshed, I really do. And I hope you guys do too. Fahid, what's up? Is Hoffs in here today? Franco's in here. What's up? What's up, my dude? What's up, my dude? Jordan, can you start by introducing yourself so we can get to know you again? My name is Jordan. I am really bad at crypto stuff, and I just follow the cycles, and I really don't know anything else besides that. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to crypto. Just saying. I just follow the cycles, and that's all we do here. Really, it is what it is. RJ, what's going on? Martin, Dueling Banjos, Bjorn, Franco, Bruno. What's up, everybody? How's everyone feeling about crypto right now? How's everyone feeling about crypto? I've been kind of out of the loop for the last week plus. How does everyone feel right now? You guys bored? What's going on out there in the crypto world? I'd love to know what you guys are thinking, man. Looking good, boss. You too skillful. I actually haven't gone to the gym in like 5 days. I've been slacking. I got a new Bitcoin shirt. Look at this. Look at my new Bitcoin shirt, guys. Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty nice. The American flag with Bitcoin. I think it's a pretty nice shirt. I don't know about you. It's like my new favorite shirt, honestly. It really is. Matt said feeling better. Not feeling anything because I got 0 crypto left to feed. That's okay, man. There's always news cycles, unfortunately. Martin, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Dude, I'm welcome. I'm ready to be back. I'm ready to be fucking back. Sorry, I'm going to stop swearing, guys. I promised I would. And we're back. We are better than ever. We got to talk so much crypto stuff today. Yes. I don't think Jordan is right. I don't think we are going to have altcoin season. I think we are going much, much lower. Yes. This market is doomed. There's no one buying crypto right now. Why would we go up? Well, horse guy, let's talk about it today. Stocks look bad? Well, we'll talk about that too. Stocks always look bad and then they don't. But, you know, we'll talk about that too. Caveman went ETH Moon. We'll talk about we'll talk about ETH today. Anyways, what should we start with? What should we start with, guys? Should we start with the corn? Should we start with the corn on the cob today? I think we should start with the corn on the cob because I'm feeling a little corn on the cob. All right. I don't know about you, but Bitcoin 97,000 really hasn't changed anywhere since the last, I guess, like 2 weeks. We've kind of been chopping around the same price. As far as Bitcoin goes, hold on. I lost the screen. There we go. We're back. As far as Bitcoin goes, I don't know. I feel like we could get one more stab lower. It wouldn't surprise me because we still have all these lows over here that haven't been taken for Bitcoin. So would it surprise me if Bitcoin takes one more stab lower, right? And it comes and takes out these lows and then wants to reverse back up? It wouldn't totally surprise me, to be honest. But I've kind of said this. I don't know. For me, for Bitcoin right now, I'm still in Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong, guys. Bitcoin's always my biggest holding. But I think right now, as I look at the cycles and what the cycles typically do at this time, this is typically when, timing-wise, maybe not price-wise yet, but timing-wise, this is when we start to see altcoins outperform Bitcoin. And we're going to look at that. But I don't know. If we just look at where we are for Bitcoin, we're just going to keep it simple, stupid, right? We're going to keep it simple, stupid, because we are stupid here. We are all not smart. We are all morons, and we all think we know what's going to happen, but we don't, okay? The only thing that has worked is following the cycles, okay? Because we are all morons when it comes to TA, okay? We're all morons. Let's face it. We all don't know what's going to happen, okay? But something that has worked, at least for the past 4 cycles, is just following the cycles, right? And where are we in the cycle? And when I look at where we are, okay, and I'm freaking stupid, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am a dumb ass. I really am dumb, okay? I may look smart, but I'm dumb. But where are we, right? We're right here, all right? And we just kind of look at where we are. We are right here. Now, we're kind of at that point where we're kind of falling behind the 2 previous cycles, okay? Just ever so slightly. And I just like to say, like, the last time that we fell behind the last 2 cycles was back down here in September 2023, where we were kind of behind it for a few weeks and we caught back up super, super quick. So the way I'm looking at this right now is, could we still kind of lag behind for a few weeks for Bitcoin? Yes, definitely could happen. But I also think, you know, we're sort of in this little correction that we've had in these previous time periods right here, right? And we had right here. So it's kind of think where we're at. And this is why, you know, I do think if we're just going to follow the cycles, it would make sense for us to just continue up, all right, over the next few months, wherever this correction takes us for BTC. All right. So that's really Bitcoin, man. I don't think we have to make it too difficult. And we follow the cycles and we do what has worked in this cycle. And that's ignoring all the FUD and all the news and all the shit from the lows and just focusing on what's worked. And that has been taking profits slowly on the way up and just following the cycle. Okay. And we're right here. We're exactly where we should be. Let's just continue to do exactly what we should do, right? That's what I hope we do. I don't know. I could be wrong. We're all stupid. All right? Just admit we're stupid and we can move on. All right? Lord, man. Where's my homie today? Man, you guys all are freaking stupid. You know what? I'm the smartest guy in the room. And you know what? I agree with Horse Guy. We're topped. This market is freaking doomed. Have you seen stocks? Holy shit, those things are ripping down. We are so freaking screwed for this cycle, man. Get out before it's too late. You heard the guy. Not Horse Guy today. All right? Well, we already heard from him. It is what it is. B Money, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good, B Money. Am I into AI agents? No, I'm not. We'll talk about altcoins a little bit. But, you know, just to kind of touch on where we are at Bitcoin and, you know, we're exactly where we should be. And that kind of worked really, really well when we were down here. Remember how doom and gloom it was down here? We didn't really know how long that was going to last, but eventually, right, we kind of just followed what the cycles did. And both the cycles continued up at this point, and we just kind of continued up at this point. And now we're here, where now we're starting to fall behind the 2 cycles a little bit. I think it's time where we start to catch up where these 2 previous cycles were around this time. even though technically the yellow cycle did go slightly lower from this point. That's why I think maybe we could shop around for Bitcoin a little bit, which is fine. But ultimately, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think we're in a pretty good freaking spot. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Interactive, so smash the likes. Let's go. Smash the likes. Guys, can we get 400 likes today? I got to start showing the like button. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start showing the like button. So I'm going to be so annoying with the like button that you guys want to like turn off the stream. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. B-Money said life is good. Dude, life is pretty good, man. Life is pretty freaking good, right? Obviously, there's always annoying stuff that's happening in our lives, and we all have annoying shit that's happening in our lives. There's annoying shit that happens in my life every damn day. But I'm so thankful for the people in my life. I have the most amazing people in my freaking life right now. It's freaking great, man. Well, just in general, I have the most amazing people in my life. I could not be more generally happy with the people that are in my life. And that's the most important thing, right? Going into the new year. And as we all have annoying shit that happens in our lives, but be genuinely happy for the people that you do have in your lives. Friends, family, relationships, whatever it is. But B-Money, I'm glad you're doing good, man. But all right, so yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's talk let's get a little weird for a second. All right, so when we look at where we are with Bitcoin, where Bitcoin's here, right? And we kind of look at where we are. We're in Q1 of the post-election year. Why is that important for us? Well, you know what we've talked about a few times. Q1 of the election year, fellas. All right, and I want to show you guys the others chart. Okay, and this may not play out or it may play out. Now, so far, it's done pretty good in the last week. Okay, we have seen a little bit of up thrust on alts. A little bit, not too much just yet, just a little bit, right? Going into January. Now, why is this important? And I'm just going to mark this off for you guys, and you guys can take this information, whatever you want to do with this information, you guys can do. Or you don't have to do anything with this information. But I just want to show you guys what happened in the two previous cycles going into Q1 of the post-election year, all right? So we're taking out, whatever we think about, whatever, and whatnot. But so let's just mark off the two previous ones. So here we are going into the first week of January, right? So far, technically it's not the first week of January because it started in December, but we are into January, okay? And so far we're green. Whatever. Who cares? 2021, and I like to go back and look. And we look at this last stream, but 2021 we had an annoying December for alts. Okay, this doesn't look like an annoying time, but in this period you actually had a 30% pullback on others, which I think is around the same that we actually had now. It just doesn't look that way. This was a 30% pullback during December, about a 4-week pullback, very similar to what we just had. Okay, and you can see that from January, the first week of January, we absolutely lifted off until about May. Okay, so January to May was bullish for altcoins. If we actually go back to 2017, you can see that December was kind of shitty, right? I mean, it's kind of sideways. We had a pullback into Q1, very similar to what we just had now. And you can see from the first week of January is when we really started to slowly creep up and started to lift off up until when? Right around the same time, May, right? So January, February, March, April, May of the post-election year was really, really green for the altcoin market. In 2017, 4 years later, 2021, and here we are now 4 years later again. So if we're just going based off timing, nothing else, right? We're not adding any TA to this. We're not doing any fancy TA or, looking at, oscillators or whatever. Just going based off timing. This has been when others has done really, really well going into January. Okay. So far, so good, right? 2 days January, 2 days green. Nothing crazy yet, but I'll take it. So yeah, that's others. I don't want to get too deep into this, okay? You Vikings better be ready because you have no idea what comes of this market in January. Now, if this does not happen, we all will take a banana and throw it at Jordan's face and say he was wrong. But if this does happen and we do go to glory, then we will come back and we will say Jordan is the GOAT. Not the goat that I ate earlier that I killed I literally killed the goat earlier by my bare hands, but you know, that's besides the point. It's not that goat, but a good goat. A goat that we cherish, not eat. Okay? So put your sword and shields together. Okay? And let's get this altcoin season started. And if it does not happen, well, guess what? We are all fucked anyway. Put the sword and shields up. Now. No, what that? Do not play that song. Anyways, all right. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting way too ahead of ourselves here. All right, so I marked this off January to May, and I'm just going to be curious to see if it plays out again. Right, a January to May altcoin run as we get Trump into office would make a lot of sense. As we get Trump going into office, if we get that January to May altcoin run again, okay? I don't know if it's actually going to happen, guys, but in the past, this is when it's happened, all right? So I'm prepared for it. I'm loaded up. Let's see if we get it, all right? I have it marked off, and is it funny how the sell in May and go away always plays out, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off also this. I'm gonna mark off the end of April, and I'm just gonna put on remember May, remember sell in May, and go away. All right, I'm just gonna put that there, and let's come back. I'm gonna put it in the middle of April, okay, just to be a little bit more conservative here. I'm gonna put it in the middle of April. And if the market has done good things going into, right, the middle of April, I want us to remember sell in May and go away. So we don't, well, based on the past, so we don't eat 70% drawdowns, right? 70% drawdown and 70% drawdown. So we don't have to eat that again if history does repeat. Let's see. I don't know if it will. But let's see. But yeah, we're going to mark that off. Remember, sell in May and go away. All right. But we're going to put it mid-April so we can try to front run everybody. Let's go. 500 viewers. Is this bullish? Dude, this is so bullish, Link Marine. This is honestly the most bullish thing ever, dude. It really is. I think it's the most bullish thing ever. We only have 500 viewers. If we had more than that, I'd be very, very worried, actually. I'd be extremely worried, actually. You know what I'm saying? Extremely worried. But we're going to put that there. In the last two cycles, if you sold in April and went away, you were happy, right? Sold in April 2021, you were very, very happy. You didn't eat this drawdown. You sold in April of 2017. You missed out on some gains, but honestly, you were still very, very happy. Okay, so we're going to mark that off there and see what happens. So that's others. Let's see. 1,500 viewers soon. Give it 3 weeks. Would I be shocked to go from 500 viewers to 1,500 viewers in 3 weeks? I would not be shocked. You know how this market can move, okay? This market can move very, very fast. Out of nowhere, seemingly. Remember down here? In 3 weeks, we're up here. Let's see. Anyways. So that's others. What else? What else can we look at? ETH Bitcoin. Right, so not only is others do very well in Q1, let's look at where we are in ETH Bitcoin. So here we are, guys. ETH Bitcoin. we passed the Christmas week. All right, we got through Christmas week. All right, we said till January we could see some crazy price action, some dumb price action, choppy, bloody price action. Okay, for ETH and alts. It's kind of what we saw. But now we've gotten through Christmas week. What does that mean for us? Well, I'm just trying to put the clues together, man. I honestly, if do we believe in the cycles or we don't? That's what it comes down to. Do we believe in the cycles or do we not believe in the cycles? That's what it's going to come down to, fellas. All right. Now, we're getting serious in this one. Really serious. Here we are. Christmas week. ETH BTC. Pico bottom during Christmas week. Topped out June. Okay, so January to June, ETH outpaced Bitcoin. Excuse me, dude. I'm burping up a storm, guys. Sorry. I need some food, dude. I need some food. I don't know what I'm going to eat today, but I'm going to eat something good. I'll tell you that. Christmas week, 2020. All right. ETH Bitcoin, final bottom. All right. The final low. We already bounced off here, but that was the final low on Christmas week before ETH Bitcoin did not put in a lower low and continued to outpace Bitcoin until when? June of 2021. All right. So December to June. Here we are again. ETH Bitcoin, where are we? What do you know? We get to Christmas week, and where are we? We're right at the trend line. All right. We're right at the trend line. Sentiment destroyed. Absolute travesty. And ETH Bitcoin's right at the trend line as we pass Christmas week. It can't be more poetic. It can't be more poetic. So if history's got to repeat again, if you believe in the cycles or you don't, I don't know if you do or not, but it is what it is. Do we see ETH outpace Bitcoin until June of 2021? And then Bitcoin takes back over for a little bit. That's the question. I don't know. We have many different things happening this cycle, but I think for altcoins, dude, I don't know. Dude, I want to make some symmetrical triangle. I don't want to make some dumb symmetrical triangle, dude. I really don't want to make some dumb symmetrical triangle. But, at least we're here. It's Christmas week. We're back down at the trend line. If we think that others is going to do well, I would expect that ETH Bitcoin would do well too. But let's see. Will the cycle be different? Will Bitcoin just continue to outperform ETH and the altcoins continuously? It could be different this cycle. And that's why Bitcoin's my biggest holding, man. And it always will be. But I'm going to guess that this cycle is not going to be different. And maybe it's not ETH that outperforms, even though I think it will. Maybe it's not ETH that outperforms. But other altcoins in general outperform from this point. Right? As we get Trump going to the office, I think the timing is just absolutely poetic at this point. The timing is poetic. Trump ran into office right as we're here. I think it's absolutely poetic. Completely poetic that we're here. All right? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I could be wrong, guys. Like I said, I'm dumb just like all of us. I'm just playing timing. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking at the timing of where we are and playing the timing. That's it. I'm a dumbass. We're all a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? We're all dumbasses here. As soon as you admit we're dumbasses, we're going to do so much better in this market when we just say, hey, I'm dumb. Let me just follow the cycles because I suck at TA. Right? It's that, that's all you got to do. I'm just kidding. I'm really not kidding, though. I'm kind of not. It is what it is. Let's all call my homie to chat, dude. I'm so happy to be back. Man. I think I'm coming back at a great time. I honestly think the next few months are going to be legendary. Absolutely legendary. Many people have left the market. How many people we got in here right now? How many people we got in here right now? Many people have left the market, guys. We got 616 peeps in here, 166 likes. Let's get those likes up, man. It's New Year's. We just had Christmas. I think altcoin season's right around the corner. Honestly, look at my altcoin.
Me and my girlfriend were making out, and in the middle of action, she shouted.
You know how hard for me? I hate
altcoin. Oh man.
Gaming with Bat. Me and my girlfriend were making out in the middle of action. She shouts, look at my altcoin. Oh man. Wait, you guys were making out and she just goes, look at my altcoin. That is legendary. I don't know if that's a true keeper, man. Honestly, I'm going to say, man, I think having a girl that doesn't like crypto or that is not into crypto is way better than having a girl that's into crypto. Way better, man. Not even close. I will say, I never want a girl that's into crypto ever. All right. Anyways, that's besides the point. Shout out to Gaming with Bat. Let's go, man. Shout out to you. Damn, she's crazy. What was I saying, though? But yeah, you know how hard it is for me to come on here, guys, and call altcoin season? You guys know I hate the term altcoin season. I hate that term. I really do. And I've been against that for a long time. Okay, I've said only select altcoins will pump. I'm changing my tune a little bit. Because of where we are in the cycle, and I think the next few months are going to be legendary for the people that have stuck around and have not either one, capitulated, or two, capitulated into Bitcoin. I think this is going to be absolutely legendary, right? Where I think most people have either capitulated or capitulated into Bitcoin, which is no problem capitulating into Bitcoin. I still think you're going to make gains, but I think the altcoins will give you better gains than Bitcoin at this point. Anyways, let me take a sip of water. Legendary, dude. My mom wants to buy Bitcoin. Oh, Lord, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. All right. Should we put more in two together? All right. What else can we say? All right. Can we put more else together? Should we talk about some individual altcoins? Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. I think this is important. So this is the other thing that we've talked about. All right. January 3rd. Why is January 3rd an important date? Well, that's been a date whereas if Bitcoin dominance has been topped by this date, or at least have been a local top by this date in the two previous cycles as well. So we've said in last about 8 days ago when we were here, I actually think it was 9 days ago. It's been 9 days since I've been gone. Shit. 9 days ago, we said, okay, if Bitcoin dominance does not put a new top in by January 3rd, I think that is officially the top for Bitcoin dominance, and it is going lower. Why do I say that? January 3rd was right here last cycle. That marked the absolute pico top of the January 2021 Bitcoin dominance before it went down. All right, pico top, boom. 2017, it's also an important range because though it wasn't the pico top, okay, it was a point where Bitcoin dominance never firmly broke higher than that point, okay? And that was ultimately the point where you did chop up one more time. You chopped up twice, but you never could break through that level before the capitulation down. So my guess is that Bitcoin dominance is topped. And though I guess maybe it could chop up a couple more times like it did in 2017, I think ultimately this is where it rolls over. And it hurts me to say that, man. You guys know I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. I don't, because I love Bitcoin. But I do believe, once again, if we're following the cycles, that's like, dude, you got to take a shot every time Jordan says following the cycles today. If we are, this is when it rolls over. This is when it rolls over. If we're going based on here, right? This was in February 2017, absolute devastation. And this was January 2021, absolute devastation. So I'm looking at between January and February, this to absolutely have devastation back to the downside. We'll see. We'll see if that holds true again. It may not. It may. We'll find out. All right? We shall find out. All right, so we talked about a bunch of stuff today. A bunch of stuffs. All right, I like the stuffs we talked about. By the way, I do want to show you guys this. I do want to show you guys this beauty. Total market cap with a nice retest. Oh, so far. Nice double retest of the previous all-time high of 2021. So we are holding the previous highs, okay? We are holding that now as support. Okay, so we're flipping previous all-time high as support. Now we have a little bit better of a structure. I think before Christmas, we just nuked and we were just chilling here. Now we have a little bit better of a rounding structure here. Much better looking at now, right? We have more of that W formation here. And what I think is going to happen is we're going to get some sort of choppy structure that eventually breaks up, okay? But it'll probably be kind of choppy. I expect this to probably be kind of choppy for the next 2 weeks. Choppy uptrend before it launches up. It's my guess. But, you know, winners can't be choosers, I guess. It is what it is. And let's see if we can get that next move up on total, which would be fantastic. All right, enough. enough about this. Let's hang out in the chat for a bit, and then we'll talk some other altcoins and stuff. Up 20K in XRP so far. Hoping for another 5X. Just make sure you take profits on the way up, man. If you're already up a good amount, no problem securing some profits. You know, always thinking about the profits. I think the next couple months, you should be already, but the next couple months, I think you're going to be heavy just making sure we're in here and we're talking about, you know, being responsible, making sure we're taking money out of this market, making sure we don't fall for the propaganda that this market's just going to go straight up forever, because every cycle it's the same thing. You know, if you just look at others, there comes a point where this market just goes nuts into the middle of this year, and you get really, really excited, and then boom, right? You drop 70% and you feel like you lost everything. So I think the important thing over the next couple months is just going to be making sure we know that this is typically a pretty crazy time in the market, but also a time where you definitely want to be taking money out of this market. Okay, I think that's going to be the most important thing. So yes, we're talking about upside, but the upside doesn't matter if we're not taking money out, right? So we'll talk about that too, obviously, right? But we haven't really gotten the move up on this move yet, right? So for now, it's a waiting time, in my opinion. Screw that propaganda. Never listen to that screen, George. It's all about the charts. I agree. It's all about the charts. It's all about the charts. Don't fall for the propaganda. There will be propaganda when this market is truly euphoric. And I don't even think we've seen true euphoric. We've seen Bitcoin euphoric, but we haven't seen true euphoria yet. At the true euphoria, you're going to believe all the propaganda, because if you guys watch my prediction video the other day, I made a couple predictions. I do think this will be the cycle. Next year will be the first cycle where an altcoin gets used in real life, and people will fall for the propaganda that all of them will. And that's going to be the reason why we have an altcoin season, because something's going to be used. People are going to go crazy on utility coins, right? Thinking that, you know, my coin has use case, but look at my altcoin. My altcoin does this, but my altcoin does that, but my altcoin does that better, but my altcoin's faster. And people are going to go nuts thinking that their altcoin's the best, when they're all, even if one gets used, they're all kind of still the same, right? So remember that as we go up. I think there's going to be a lot of hype. This is just my prediction. A lot of hype on which altcoins will get used, and I just don't think it's going to be the same shit. I think it's going to be like the tech bubble, where everyone goes nuts thinking that theirs is the best, and then they all get crushed, and only the strong survive afterwards. And it will be glorious. Okay, every altcoin's the future of finance. Fact. You already know, dude. During peak euphoria, everyone thinks they're altcoins. We haven't had that. We haven't really had that this cycle yet. And I think that's what everyone kind of forgets too, is we really haven't had that this cycle yet, where everyone thinks their altcoin's going to change the world. We haven't had that yet. We've had meme coins really go nuts. Some altcoins have gone nuts, but no one's really thought their altcoin's the future of finance. When people start talking about their altcoin as future of finance, it's over. It's game over at that point. Just like, actually, it really wasn't for Bitcoin, but remember when we had Bitcoin super cycle? It was over for like 7 months. Kind of the same thing for alts. Anyways, what else? We have a lot to talk about today, guys. I'm gonna be rambling a lot. Should I ramble tonight? You guys want me to ramble tonight? I think I want to ramble. Link is supposed to act as a way for people to buy stocks 24/7. Yeah, my guess is going to be Chainlink. My guess is it will be Chainlink. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say my bags are on Chainlink are packed. My bets are placed on Chainlink being the coin that's used. That's where my bets are. And honestly, I don't care if it's not Chainlink. Even if it's like XRP, dude. If it's XRP, it doesn't matter what it is. All it takes is one, and they all go nuts. It doesn't even matter what the coin is. But my bet's Chainlink, honestly. My bet's Chainlink. And just utility coins in general. All right, dude. What do we got? What do we got? Sailor owns 3 million. 3 million what? I don't even know what's 3 million. All right. Let's should we move on here? Should we move on? Should we move on? Let's you know, I'm trying to, it's kind of the same, this is kind of the, for ETH, this is kind of the same talk as total, I'm gonna be honest. Same talk as others for ETH here. You know, when it comes to timing, it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you just look at timing on ETH, and it really comes down to like, is ETH actually dead? Or like, is ETH dead and it's just going to be other things that take over? Or is ETH just doing the same thing as it always has? It's kind of what it comes down to at this point. I don't really have the answer for that, to be honest. Right? But I'm just going to like, just kind of post where we're at, you know, I guess. We've kind of done similar things. Whoops. I didn't mean to post it right there. I didn't mean to post it right there. I mean, if we just kind of mark off a few points, right? And kind of just look at where we're at, right? So going into like October of 2020, you guys can see that there was this consolidation before, you know, basically through October to May was, ETH was kind of did very, very well. It had pullbacks, but it kind of just went up. If we also kind of mark out, you know, October, you know, 2016, I guess like the lows were kind of already in on this pullback, but we did go sideways for a little bit more until January. So I guess between October and January, we kind of formed a low. October to December, we kind of formed a low. And from that point, it was also until about June that ETH did really, really well. My question is now is like, we kind of mark out where we are. We mark out October. That was kind of the low. And then we kind of mark out where we are now, which is the end of December. You know, we're kind of at, like I said, we're kind of at that point where if we're going to follow the cycles, once again, take a shot for the boys in the back. Take a shot for the boys in the back. If we're at where we are in the cycles, this is kind of where, out of nowhere, really, you would think that ETH starts to do well. And it kind of comes out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I remember last cycle, we were right here. Bitcoin was mooning. Bitcoin was already at all-time highs, or almost reaching all-time highs by October of 2020. ETH was all the way down here, nowhere to be found, and then it just caught up really, really quickly. And it was kind of the same thing in 2016. February to October, Bitcoin was still going nuts. ETH was doing absolutely nothing. And then it caught up. So here we are again, right? Between October and January, ETH has still gone up. It's been more like 2020, I guess. The question is, you know, if we're going based off the ETH Bitcoin chart, like we talked about earlier, is this going to be the time where ETH starts to really, really go nuts? And it's not just ETH, it's the altcoins in general. I don't know, man. For ETH, it kind of depends on whether you think actually ETH is dead or not. I don't think ETH is dead. I don't. Okay? I really, really don't think it's dead. But is it like the cream of the crop where people, like, if it's really going to be like some type of altcoin season, it's going to be the first one people flock to like it was last cycle? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case anymore. Like, do people really want to buy ETH if it's altcoin season? I don't know if they do. Last cycle you did. Do people just jump to that this time? I don't know. But my gut, I guess you shouldn't go by your gut, but my gut says, based on timing, that ETH is about ready within the next month to test and break out, if timing is correct. Okay, which is always, it's usually, a lot of times it's not. You can do different things, but you know, that's kind of ETH, man. I don't really have anything else to say with ETH. It's kind of like, all right, buddy. All right, buddy. All right, little buddy. Or I guess for ETH's say, all right, you little ex-wife. Come on, bro. Like, if you're gonna do it, this is when you've done it in the past. So, like, come on, dude. Like, I'm gonna lift you up and then trying to get you through there, dude. I don't know. I'm going on a tangent here. Cycle think ETH is dead. Let's do this. Let's do a poll. I think a lot of people think ETH is dead. Which, to be fair, I mean, ETH is up 4x in the cycle, which is, I guess I would not declare as dead. Is ETH dead? Okay, and I guess, actually, let me ask this question. I'm going to ask you guys in the chat, will ETH break 7K this cycle? Okay, which is about a 2x from here. Will ETH break 7K this cycle? I'll let you guys think. It's only about a 2x from here. It's only about a 2x from here. Let me know what you think. I'll be curious what people think about this one. I'm gonna be curious. I think yes. My answer is yes. I think it will. I think it will. I'm just curious what the general sentiment around it is. You know, Ethan's dead until it's not. That's true. That's very, very true. All right, anyways, that's ETH. Dude, I still think, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like the strength in the utility coins is crazy. Like the utility coins, I still think are where you want to be, dude. And I know it's like, this cycle's kind of been like the strong coins you want to kind of ride. And I still think you want to ride them. You want to ride those bitches. But the strong coins are where it's at. You know, and I still think, as much as it pains me, man, these are a lot of the coins that I bought this dip on, okay? These strong utility coins, I think, are going to continue to be the plays. XRP, Crow, CRV, Aave. What else? The strong utility coins. You guys know which ones have done well. All right? I think those are going to continue to be the plays as we head into this hopefully the next phase of the cycle. In my opinion, and you can make a case of either way, but the charts on, the charts.
THX joined. It was a lot harder than thought to take profits, but finally did rolled into Link, Crow,
What the hell?
Render, and I'll have any opinion on the last? THX, let's go.
Mr. DARP. Thanks, Jordan. It was a lot harder than thought to take profits, but finally did. Rolled into Link, Crow, Render, and Aleph. Any opinion on the last? Aleph? Never heard Aleph. I'll check it out. But like, I look at some of these charts, and they're technically at support, but in my opinion, I still think the memes, and I could totally be wrong about this. It's just my theory is I think the memes, though they will pump when the rest of the market pumps, I still think they'll be putting in lower highs while the rest of the market puts in higher highs. Okay, so in my opinion, you'll get pumps on like WIF and Bonk and these other ones, but I think they'll put in lower highs before rolling over again. While, once again, if we're correct, a lot of these other ones will put in higher highs before correcting. So, if you're fine with that, it's fine. But, oh shit, dude, we could DCA. Dude, we should DCA today. I know we kind of went up the last 2 days, but I still think, generally speaking, a lot of these coins are still beaten up. It's probably not a bad time to DCA. I'm gonna be honest. Even though we have kind of gone up the last 2 days, I still don't think it's a bad time to DCA. Dude, we have like $800 worth of USDT. We're doing it, dude. We are doing it. I don't care what y'all say. We are doing it. We are freaking doing it. Should we bring it up now? I think we should. Hold on, let me look at Aleph for Mr. Darp. Whatever Aleph is. Aleph IM. Is that what it is? Will ETH break 7K this cycle? 69% says yes. Damn. You guys fibbing? Are you guys fibbing or telling the truth? We got 703 peeps in here. Let's look at Aleph. I don't know what that is, but I'm digging it. Oh, that's a nice consolidation. I love the consolidation. I absolutely love the consolidation. It's kind of beautiful. Look at that. It's kind of nice. I hope this is the right chart. It's on Coinbase. I'm gonna assume it's the right chart. But you're building the structure. It's really like all these highs. But you're building the structure on top of the previous consolidation, broke out, and now you're going to build the structure on top of that next consolidation. So any buys in here, I think are good. Obviously, like pumps you want to be selling off into, but any buys into this demand zone, right, for the previous resistance, now flipping into support, right? So we're flipping previous resistance into new support now, I think are pretty good. If you can get dips into here, I think that's a very optimal place. And it sounds like you were buying the dip into here, so I love it, dude. I love it. I love buying the dip into the demand. Looks really nice. You could dip one more time in there, I think, but overall, I think that's not a bad. It's not a bad play just as you start to kind of round out a little bit. When can we go all in? Whenever you want to go all in, man. You just got to accept the consequences of going all in or not going all in. You know what I'm saying? Stacks is a good buy. Oh, you guys want to look at those charts real quick? Take a look at these, dude. Look at Stacks. Like, this is where it gets interesting, man, because a lot of these channels, this is where it gets really interesting here. Because a lot of these upwards channels that we've been following on the channel, guys, are, you know, I guess really testing those levels. You got a slight deviation below this channel, but a lot of the lows to the highs, the lows to the highs, to the lows, retesting those lows again. You actually had a little breakdown there and got back in. Stacks, FET, look at FET. We had this marked off. FET comes right back down to the bottom of the channel. So the question is, gee, this was slightly off, my bad. I don't know how that got off. The hell? But the question is, as we go to the lows to the highs, to the lows to the highs, to the lows, we have now a double retest. Is this also another like kind of thing where it's like, okay, how much more downside do altcoins have? Because if they do, they're going to start breaking some serious levels. You know what I mean? So here we are at the bottom of this again. Will we get the bounce out of there back to the top of the channel? You know, as we kind of been waiting for, but we'll see. I don't know. We may or may not. So I don't really care about these coins right now. It's more of just like where we are on them. I think it's pretty cool. But you know, touche. It is what it is. Shit. All right. What we're gonna? Oh yeah, we're gonna DCA. We were gonna DCA today. I know we kind of went up a little bit, but I still don't think coin market cap. I still don't think it's like a bad time. Not saying UDCA, but for like our little cycle portfolio here. I don't think it's a horrible time to be doing this. Could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse. All right, let's do this. Let's bring this over. Let's dupe this into here. Badoink. Get out of here. Block. Let's go to our portfolio. Okay, so our Bitcoin, ETH, and Sol portfolio. We're at 15,936, which ain't too shabby, by the way. And let's DCA. I think we had 800. We had to add another week. We had to add another $100. So we got add another 100 USDT. So we got 900 USDT to DCA. Let's friggin' do it, man. Let's DCA. All right, let's DCA. You know, Let's freaking DCA. So we got 900. Half of it has to go into Bitcoin. All right. Half of it has to go to Bitcoin. So we need 450 into Bitcoin. So our rule is half has to go into Bitcoin and the half you have to put in, I guess ETH and Sol coins, which I think will work eventually. I know the coins I want to do. I know the coins I want to do, and I'm going to put those in the poll. It's going to be like, if I can do the math here, I think it's going to be 4. Nope. 5. No, it's going to be 4, 8, 4, 7, 4, 6. Okay, 4, 6. No, not that. Jeez, man. Point. Oh, what are we, Sailor? Jeez. What are we, Michael Saylor? We are legendary. All right, close enough. 450.28. All right, we're gonna put that into BTC. As much as we don't really, I guess we don't want to DCA Bitcoin up there, but it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do. All right, and then we got $450. Let's just remove USDT. $450 of alts. Let's do another poll. All right, we're gonna DCA half into the top 2 coins you guys vote on. What should we DCA? Okay. I'm going to do Link, CRV. I'm kind of biased here. I'm going to do Link, CRV, Aave, and Sol. We're going to DCA to the top 2 picks. The top 2 picks. The top 2 picks. Let me know. Put your poll in, guys. Put your big ass poll in the poll. We'll DCA half in the top 2. What you guys vote as the top 2. Let me know on the poll. Boo. You have to use a Pringles container. Pringles container. What the hell? The poll is gross. How is that poll gross? 3 of those coins have been some of the best performing coins in the past 5 months. You voted Sol and Link? Dude, everyone voting Link. Lincoln. All right, it's probably going to be Link and Sol, which I don't know if I agree on that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You guys saying ugly picks, I think, are going to be very, very disappointed. I think you guys saying ugly picks are going to be very, very disappointed in these next few months. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. What is CRV? That's what I picked. It's Curve. It's Curve DAO. It's decentralized finance, Wayne. All right, it's pretty clearly going to be Link and Sol, so we're just going to end the poll. It's pretty clear at this point. All right, so we got to add $250 a Link. So it's 11.7, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 2. Close enough. And then we got to add 250 of, what was the other one? Oh, Sol. Shit. So it's going to be 1.24212087. Oh, look at that. Pretty damn close. Oh, shit. 225. Shit. I messed up. So we got to do $200 a Sol. My bad. I messed that up. I so messed that up. I'm an idiot. We'll do 230 cents. Bam! All right, there we go. We're back in the game, boys. We DCA'd some Link. We DCA'd some Sol. We're back in the game, boys. We'll see how this works out for us. All right. But, I think we got a good little portfolio. We got a good little mix. We got a good little mixed portfolio, I think. I wish we had a little bit more, some of the other stuff. But, I think we got a good mix. Hope one day we can get some DeFi in there. But it's all up to you. You guys got to vote. You got to vote for it. You got to vote for it. I can't choose what we do and what we don't. I really can't. That was sneaky. Dude, I didn't do that on purpose. I promise you. I would never do something like that. You guys want to look at others' dominance? I see Franco talking about others' dominance. Look at others' dominance. It's always a good chart to look at. I love that chart. Others D. Because if you're a girl, you like others D. God, I don't have it on my list. What kind of shit is that? Others D. Shit's gotta be pumping. Like, we had this little November period. Was that just a big fake out? Was that a big fake out in November? Was that a big fake out to the downside? Fake out, back above, retest, reconfirm. Was that a big fake out before others' dominance climbs the ranks? I don't know. But I do have to say, once again, kind of chilling here for a bit. Has it been the points where others' dominance has had nice rallies? And here we are again. But it's a little bit, it's not as clean. It's definitely not as clean as it's been in the past. It's kind of messy. It's kind of messy in here. But let's hope that this is the case. Oh, let's hope it is the case that we see others' dominance come back up. Maybe we don't get to the top of this. That would be kind of ridiculous. That would be ridiculous, dude. But at least a little rally would be nice. I don't know if we get to the top of this. That would just be absolutely ridiculous. That would mean 30% of the market cap. 30% of the crypto market cap would be outside the top 10 coins, which means those coins would go bananas. I don't think it gets to the top of that. That would just be crazy. But, 15 to 20%, I think is doable. 30, you're going to need some crazy shit to happen to get to 30. I highly doubt that's going to be the case. What else we can look at is USDT dominance, which, I don't know, man. With this one, it's a little, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with this one. Like, are we confirming what was previous support? Are we flipping previous support into resistance? Is that what we're doing? Are we confirming previous support as resistance on USDT? Oh, this is USDT plus USDC dominance. Are we flipping that into resistance now? I damn hope so. I really damn hope so. I'll be watching this like a hawk. We get back above that line, it's over. But are we flipping previous support into resistance? If that's the case, send this to the next target of 3.62%, and let's have a fun time. Let's have a fun time if that's the case. But we'll see. We'll see. It's like another we'll see, Send us here, and we will have a lot of fun. We will have a lot of fun. Whole lot of fun in the sun. All right. Anyways, let's hang out, chat. It was 8:04. I've been rambling for an hour. We've been rambling for a straight hour today. I like rambling. Watch it like a freak. We are watching it like a freak because we are a bunch of freaks. We are a bunch of freaking freaks, man. We really are, fellas. Everything shows we're on the launch pad. It does, but that's also when I get a little worried. Like when everything looks like, I don't know if you guys are like this too, but whenever everything kind of lines up in a certain way, right? I mean, when everything lines up in a certain way, USDT dominance confirming support into resistance in a good way, right? Others being at the point where we typically have really, really good runs. ETH Bitcoin being at support. Total market cap flipping old previous all-time high as support. When you have all these things that are kind of like in a good spot, I don't know, man. I get nervous during a little bit nervous during those times because everything just seems to be in that perfect spot. But I guess it's like that in every cycle where everything kind of gets in that perfect spot and you're like kind of like sitting there going, why is everything in the perfect spot? And then it ends up playing out again and you're like, oh shit. That's how it was last cycle. If you guys watched the channel last cycle, before everything kind of popped off, we were kind of looking at the same things as far as cycles goes, and it was a lot of like, no way, man. We got COVID and all this crap, and ended up playing out again. But during that time period, you didn't think it was. We're kind of at that same point now. We're going to Q1 of the post-election year, and we're kind of all sitting here twiddling our thumbs like, is this going to play out again? Or is it like just too perfect to play out again? Or is it just a self-fulfilling prophecy where it plays out? It just plays out because everyone believes it's going to play out, so it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. I guess it's human emotion, but here we are again, man. And like I said, if history's going to repeat, this is we should be pretty good until at least April, but here we are. Self-fulfilling prophecy, not self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know, but here we are, fellas. Here we are. That Pi cycle top at 120K sketches me out. If a Confluence or Coinbase #1 on App Store, peace out. Probably will be. It probably would be, dude. Oh, let's look at that. Let's look at the Pi cycle top. Where is that now? Is it right at 120K? That should sketch you out. Because I think also 120K. Oh, no. No, the Pi cycle top is at 134K right now. It's 134K. You know what would sketch me out with the Pi cycle top? Is if this just kind of keeps rolling up, which it should. As long as we don't like crater, this should just keep rolling up. If this just keeps rolling up, even if it slows down, and it hits this 2618 fib in May, right? It hits this 2618 fib in May, right? Maybe Bitcoin does something like this, right? And it's a little bit more slow and methodical. I'm not saying it's gonna go straight up like that, but let's say there's confluence of hitting the 2618 fib in May, which would make sense. Like this would be when altcoins go nuts. Just doing a hypothetical. And we know that this typically acts as resistance. And then that could be where you get that sort of mid post-election year dump, but then everything like alts dump 70%, Bitcoin gets cratered down before like the final top, which typically is the top, right? Pi cycle top kind of comes up, you get that cross, bada bing, bada boom, that's it, sayonara suckers. I always kind of like to think about how we can play out. And I think that looks like it's going to line up pretty well with this getting up right around May, which typically is sell in May and go away. I don't know. It's kind of lining up that way. Doesn't mean it will happen that way. But, it should be interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave like a little... Should we do that? I think we should. Let's leave like a little flag in May. And see if Bitcoin actually hits this 2618 fib and the Pi cycle top hits that at the same time around May. I think that would be kind of interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Don't draw obscenities on the graph. we will draw so many obscenities on the graph. But if that did happen, that would be like 156K Bitcoin in May, which would be about a 61% move. But that's kind of where I would expect alts to do better than Bitcoin in that scenario. And that would kind of match what happens in previous cycles. Is you pump from January to May, and then May there's this like massive bump. This is massive pullback. I think it was January. You pumped. Yeah, it's about early June, biggest pullback of the cycle. Typically this year you get the bull's biggest pullback of the cycle. Dude, I am, man. Let's see. Anyways. Oh, man. Wait, Michael Saylor has 5 kids? I had no idea Michael Saylor even had kids. What the heck? Horse guy DCAs into the flag. I could see that. Horse guy would DCA into the flag. He totally would DCA into the flag, bro. That would be funny. I think that would be funny. Horse guy DCAs into the freaking flag. Oh, man. Jordan, I will not believe in Bitcoin until it goes above 150K. Bitcoin hit 150K? I will believe in Bitcoin, and I will buy it at that point. I do not believe right now. Oh, man, I could see it. I could see it all day. 150K, boink. Whatever this is. Some obscene thing. Like and subscribe for dope crypto vibes, DK. Michael Saylor children. Michael Saylor does not have any children. I think he's dating that blonde chick that was in those pictures, man. I think he's dating that blonde chick, dude. I think he's dating that blonde chick. He definitely is. I don't even know. Saylor said he doesn't have any children. Dude, Bitcoin is his Bitcoin is his child. Bitcoin is his one love. I don't even think, is he married? Saylor has 5 kids with his wife, Patricia Wayne. Damn. How is Bonk doing? The memes are kind of like, ugh. I don't know. To me, Bonk, I would not be interested in Bonk until I got back down to this trend line here. Every time Bonk has hit this trend line, it's had good pumps. For me, it's like, I just wouldn't be interested in it right here. I think you could still see 37-40% downturn in Bonk from this level. You had these previous highs that you broke out of. You know that should have been like, okay, if we're bullish, we're breaking this and going, but it dumped back below. Confirm the 2 previous highs as resistance and continue lower. I think if you can get Bonk, I mean, if you really, really love it, and this is where I think this comes in, where memes kind of underperform for a bit, right? You might pump if Bitcoin pumps. Alts pump, but it's going to be a lower high. I don't know. If you can get Bonk down there again, I think, maybe you take a shot. But, I don't know, man. I think this looks like it's got another leg down lower to me. Same thing with WIF. I think, I guess it's technically at support. If you can get WIF back down here again, I guess, at like the Binance lows, you take a shot. But it's kind of the same thing. It's like, okay, WIF breaks out. This should have been the retest and continuation, but nope, you dumped back down, broke back below here, they continue down, you're at a support, so you're obviously going to get a bounce here most likely. You're probably going to get a little bit of a bounce. But then I think you have one more move down on this. Back down to the Binance lows, and if you can get it, you take the shot. But I don't know, I think memes, other than Pepe is like the strong one. Pepe looks fine. I think all the other memes, especially some of these like old Solana memes, are kind of like, they were looking good. Once they broke those levels, it was kind of like sayonara sucker. I think Popcat actually is a little bit nicer of where it went down to already. I don't know. Popcat, you know, same thing. If you get one more leg lower, I think it's fine in here. Popcat looks slightly better on Binance. But yeah, if you get one more leg lower, then you'd have some like bull divs. I don't know why they're not popping up. There we go. You get one more leg lower, you get some like bullish divergence on the daily. Then you could take a shot and then roll it up. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see, man. Hoff's loaded up on Whiff and Bonk. Good luck, my sir. I wish you the best of luck. OP and Arbor dead. Do we call them dead here, though? Do we call them dead here? I don't know if we call them dead here. We could call them dead here. And perhaps they are. Perhaps they are dead. Actually, I think these are at some pretty decent spots, I think. In my opinion. I don't know. Just me. It's only if you think ETH's going to do well. And honestly, like, I think other things do better than ETH anyways. It's like, do you really want to take a shot at these? I don't know, you can. You can, I guess. Right? If you think ETH's going to do well, these will do well, but like, I don't know. I just think other coins are going to do better than ETH anyways. And I think ETH will have a run, but I think you could be fine with like, you know, Chainlink and Crow and some of these other ones. Anyway, speaking of, let's check our Crow Bitcoin chart. Oh my God, man. Do you guys see how legendary this is shaping up to be? Yo, this is shaping up to be legendary. If this doesn't play out, I'll be so upset. But this is like the ultimate, this is the biggest Wyckoff I've ever seen in my life. If this doesn't play out, I will be so upset. I honestly will be the most upset person in the history of the world if this Crow Bitcoin Wyckoff does not play out. It's just so textbook. Let me take it off log scale. Or let me put it on log scale, my bad. It's just so textbook, dude. Oh, you got the two lows. You broke down, got back in. You've now tested it for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, you tested these lows. If this doesn't play out, I will be the most upset person in the history of the world. If this doesn't at least get back to the top of the channel. If not, just play out full Wyckoff mode. But we'll see. But I still think this is the best Bitcoin pair chart. And I honestly will be genuinely upset. Like genuinely upset. If this does not play out. And start to move up from here. The timing on this, dude, the timing on all this shit plays out too, right? So Q1, we looked at others, but look at some of these Bitcoin pair charts. So not only does others typically go up in January and Q1, but look at some of these Bitcoin pair charts being at these such important levels. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You want to see another good chart, I think? Adam. Look at that Adam Wyckoff. Look at that.
And Adam, your take on ADH?
Look at Adam. Play the charts, man. Look at, you came down and retested the lows. Look at the low. Look at the low. Look at the low. Beautiful chart. If you're just playing the charts, this is another beautiful chart. Where if you really wanted a good entry on something, I think this is a really good entry on Adam. If you like, just really wanted a good entry. But honestly, you kind of look at these, right? We're talking about a lot of coins that have been around for a while. I think, which I think is kind of weird. I think it's kind of weird is we could have DCA'd Crow. I wish we did, dude. We should have put it on the list. I don't know if that fits the criteria though. What's interesting about this, I haven't really seen this. Hasn't been a lot of like new coins launching. Maybe I'm just not in the loop. But I feel like I haven't seen a lot of new coins launching, dude. Is it just me? This cycle's been a little bit different with that. I don't hear a lot about new coins launching and shit. Versus last cycle, it was the hype, Solana launched, and you had Polkadot launched, and Avalanche launched, all these new L1s launching. There just hasn't been a lot of like, there was last year, but I feel like in the last, 6 months, there hasn't been a lot of like new shit coming up. You know what I mean? And I guess that's kind of how it played out at this point of the cycle last time, because it really wasn't until this Q1 period where you saw Solana, right? Look at this. And I do still think like some new altcoins will outperform all these old ones. It's just like, I don't think the ones that are going to outperform have come out yet. I think they're going to be coming out when the hype starts. But if you kind of look at, let's look at like Sol last cycle, 2021. You see, it didn't even start moving until, look at this. This is another thing, right? So Sol was ass. Solana was ass cheeks. Bitcoin was pumping so hard at this time. Solana was getting nuked. Look at Christmas. Christmas Eve, dude, is when it started. It started slowly, but it really started to pick up from there. Like, that's when, dude, it was Christmas Eve of the election year is when these new coins started to do well. Like, Solana started to pump right there at Christmas. What else was? AVAX. But the problem is these were all so new, like they just launched. Look at this one. Look at AVAX. AVAX was doing dog shit up until this point. Look at this. Look at this, dude. December 31st was the low, bro. Right? So Solana bottomed the last week of December. AVAX bottomed the last week of December. And it was from that point, you did very, very well. Was it DOT? Polkadot. I guess Polkadot was like kind of holding this level anyways, but I'm just going to mark off Christmas of 2020. It's kind of going sideways. Then Christmas happened. You entered January. That's where you started to perform well. So like, kind of notice like this is when all the new launched coins, which has kind of been weird. There hasn't been a lot of new launched coins recently. At least that, like I said, maybe I haven't been paying attention to them. But this is when they all kind of started to go. Right? It was right at the end of the election year. And here we are now at the end of the election year. Will history repeat again? You don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know. You really don't know. But I think when I look back in time and how Bitcoin's performed, oh man, I got my bets are hedged. Oh my God. Dude, I got some fire guac I'm gonna eat after this stream. And you guys like fire guac? H-bar and Atom, you take on all-time high. Atom's got a long way to go, but I love the chart. H-bar has already been strong as hell, man. Like H-bar, dude, like this is the definition of strong, bro. Look at this thing. Freaking rock, dude. People are buying the dip on these coins. They're buying the dip on the utility coins. That's what they're buying the dip on. Like these things didn't even dip, bro. Look at where H-bar is. Look where XRP is, dude. The link. Look at CRV. These coins didn't even dip, bro. You know what I mean? These are the coins that people are buying the dip on. So like obviously you're higher, but the strength is crazy. I mean, I think H-bar is almost at it. Is this, where's H-bar's actual all-time high? This is the market cap chart. It actually already broke the market cap all-time high. Dude, how can I find H-bar's actual? God damn it. There, here we go. Yeah, dude, I mean, this thing's almost back at the highs. You're right back at resistance, though. But, I don't know, the strength on these is crazy, man. I mean, people are just buying these. They didn't even dip, dude. They didn't even dip. They didn't even dip. You know? So, I don't know. You do. January 2021. I know January 2021. You're thinking about January 2021 for Bitcoin. Dude, we talked about this last stream, man. It was weird. Last cycle was very, very weird, man. Bitcoin dumped in January. Altcoins pumped. If you don't believe me, and I don't think this is gonna happen again. I just can't see. Can you guys picture a crypto market where Bitcoin goes down and altcoins go up? I can't picture that in my head. It hasn't happened in so long. But there was this time period right here in January. Bitcoin actually pulled back. In January, Bitcoin had a 32% pullback. But altcoins in January, crazy enough, altcoins went up 108%. Right? So Bitcoin went down 30%. Altcoins went up 107%. I can't see that happening again, I'm gonna be honest. I really can't see that happening again. I can't picture a world where Bitcoin pulls back and altcoins go up 100%. I can't see that. I think the market's too mature for that now. But it has happened. It did happen last cycle. I don't think that's gonna happen again though. If it does, they'd just be freaking crazy, man. It is what it is, but it did happen in the last cycle. It did. But, touche. Hoff's foamed in H-bar. Nice, dude. Honestly, if you foamed in H-bar, you did better than some of these other coins. Honestly, at this point. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do think this memes will have another run. I really do. I think memes will be like the end of the cycle shit. So like last cycle was NFTs. I think memes will have another crazy run. I think memes will just be the NFTs of last cycle. Where like, it's like at the end, all these ones that kind of gotten beaten down, they go nuts. Eventually. BC goes sideways. Really? Franco, I'm not sure if all of crypto is run by algos. It definitely is, dude. Everything is too, all the cycles are too parallel for it not to be like some bigger power that just controls the market. I can't see it just being human emotion. When everything happens at the same time and it's the same time frames, I can't believe it's just human emotion every time. I have to believe it's some bigger power that is, I don't want to say manipulating. I don't mind if they manipulate price to the upside. But I would say, I mean, it kind of is like they manipulate price up. I can't believe it's not. I can't believe it. Everything go up? Hopefully, man. Anyways, what is it, 8:30? Shit. We've been doing crazy shit. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it for today. I might make a video on something in a little bit here. I'm going to eat some food and might make a video. I'm feeling video-y. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like video-y, man. There's a lot to talk about right now. But anyways, I'm going to get off. Maybe if there's a Celtics game, I'm going to watch the Celtics game. But everyone just have a fantastic, fantastic night, guys. I do think the next few months are going to be really fun. If they're not, it just means something a little different happening this time, and that's okay. But I do think the next few months should be fun based on the past. The past doesn't always play out the same way, okay? But for crypto, it tends to do it. Even if we don't think it's going to do it, it tends to do it a little bit. So I'd say buckle up and get your moon helmets ready. That's what I say. I could be wrong. But if I'm wrong, I'll take the L. It is what it is. I've done it many times. But I'd say buckle up and get your pants ready, bro. Get your pants ready for the cream. And get ready to take some profits, as Franco would say. All right? I'm out of here. Have a great night, guys. And peace.